Good God, Saturday morning. This is Cassandra, and I am continuing to share my 10-year adventure in yoga. In about 2005, I joined Ageless Yoga as an unlimited member with Kitty Ward, and I placed Kitty's website information in the comments area. Kitty Ward was an inspiration in my life. By joining Ageless Yoga in Lexington, Kentucky, I was able to experiment with different forms of yoga. My favorite form of yoga is a meditative yoga, a relaxation yoga to bring down the stress of what was going on in my life. In about 2015, I was working with the Department of Labor Black Lung, which is a very intense job. We're working with minors who are sick with black lung, and most of the minors did not survive through the entire process. The entire process took about a year just to process the claim. And with yoga, I was able to offset the stress of being a claims adjustment for the Department of Labor Black Lung. It was really depressing for me because I would talk to the minors and then their daughters and wives would call and say that they did not survive the process. So in yoga, I've done with Kitty at Ageless Yoga, I practice area yoga, uh, relaxation yoga. Also, Kitty is into Reiki. I learned about the different types of yogas, and my favorite yoga probably is still meditative. I enjoy vinyasas. I tried hot yoga. I tried, like I mentioned, area yoga. I tried partner yoga. We had Valentine's Day events, and I experienced all many 5 or 6 avenues of yoga. And today also, I've tried swing yoga. We did a meditative swing. We tried the sounding. It's got kind of a sounding board. If you look at the picture on the thumbnail, it's more sound. We did pod yoga. I think thanks to Kitty at Ageless Yoga, I've tried almost 10 styles of yoga, and the one that I really enjoy is meditative. We tried yin yoga. We tried, yoga with a live band. In 2015, when I was an unlimited member at Ageless Yoga, I really I learned to understand the benefits of yoga. Yoga is not always physical. Yoga is meditative. Yoga is therapeutic. Yoga was a way that I used to reduce my stress. Yoga is not about always getting into the most difficult postures. I learned how to use props. At Ainsley's, I work with many yoga instructors, but I always was able to use some kind of prop if the yoga was too advanced for me. I learned at Ageless Yoga to listen to my body. If my body says sit down, sit down. I was in a class with Mary one time, and I had just finished doing, I can't remember, I think coming from a yoga school. And I believe the elevation was different because when I joined Mary's class, I started getting dizzy, and Mary told me, sit down. I was not listening to my body. I knew that I was a little off, but I had too much of an ego to actually sit down. While I practiced yoga at Ageless Yoga, I learned how to practice safely. I learned how to keep my mind on my mat. It does not matter who or what or who's doing whatever next to me. They can do a headstand, a grandstand, or whatever. I learned to stay on my mat because that practice is mine. The practice is not the person in front of me, the person behind me, the people besides me. I learned at Ageless Yoga with Kitty Ward, she's the owner. Stay on your mat. Practice what you can practice. Don't worry about what other people are practicing. Ageless Yoga, she was located in Lexington, Kentucky. Now she has taken her studio back to her home. She's doing yoga in a pool. So check her out. Check the Ageless Yoga link is in the comment area. Check Kitty Ward out. She is awesome. She's constantly in training, learning more about yoga. She changed my life. She changed my view about yoga. She introduced me to yoga practices that I would have never experienced, especially area yoga. I'll share a picture of the area yoga, where being upside down is a little tricky, but it was something that I can experience. I experienced some awesome yoga instructors while at Ageless Yoga. Mary was one. I can't remember everybody's name, but everyone welcomed me as part of the group because Kitty would not allow anything otherwise. She's a professional. She's been in yoga for many, 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 many years. And I am glad that she was a part of my yoga experience while I was in Kentucky. My favorite yoga posture that I practice is probably yin. Yin is we practice about 5 to 6 postures the entire time. You hold the posture 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other. I believe Ageless Yoga was my first official yoga studio where I had an unlimited membership. If you want to join yoga today, make sure the class says basic yoga class. It's different no matter what level you are on physically. Always start with the basic or the beginner yoga class so you can learn the postures. And once you learn the postures, and then you can go into the next level of the yoga class. Don't do like I did. I just started yoga anywhere and I was aching. Start in an introduction to yoga class if you would like to experience all of yoga. The meditative part of yoga, the physical part of yoga, the psychological part of yoga, the mental part of yoga. Because yoga is about the meditation. The vinyasas are okay, but everyone cannot go into the vinyasas. But everyone can love yoga. Join me on my 10-year journey. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit like, hit the notification bell to be reminded when I upload a video. My goal is to upload a video once per week so I can share my yoga journey with you. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. I have a YouTube group called Yoga with Cassandra. Place your comments in the comment box, your comments, your question. If you like to support my yoga journey, I have my CashApp, my Venmo, my PayPal information in the comments area. I would like to share more about my yoga practice and upgrade my videos. Welcome to the yoga practice in my 10-year journey.